Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Professional Grade Design and Manufacturing webinar. My name is Tian Robbie, and I'm the MFG Application Specialist working for Baker Bains. Welcome and thank you for joining us for this presentation of Autodesk Inventor. Today we are going to discuss the tools that engineers and designers have trusted worldwide. Tools that deliver the technology that you need to take your ideas from concept to manufacturing. Baker Bains has evolved over the past 5 years from being an Autodesk reseller to a consulting company set out to solve customer problems through digital transformation, helping them design and make a better world. In doing so, we offer various business process improvements, consulting services, server and design hardware and consulting, design software consulting, topped off with a blended learning approach to how we believe our customers can or should digest information. Baker Bains consults in the following industries: build, civil, energy, manufacturing, and process plant and mining. We often hear from our customers they are looking for ways to innovate. However, they struggle to find the time. Your customers and consumers are looking for better performance, which require a complete understanding of how your designs operate before they are built. Are you getting the most out of your machines? What are you doing to ensure there are no bottlenecks in your processes? What are some ways to win more business or gain recurring business from your customers? The good news is we can find the answers of these questions in Autodesk Inventor. What is Inventor? It is a professional grade design and engineering software. It is a complete design solution for design to manufacturing. It automates design workflows as well as everyday repetitive tasks. It connects your processes from concept to make, and it promotes collaboration among teams and your customers. In the next few slides, we will discuss these three pillars and take a deeper dive into them throughout the presentation. You need more than a great CAD modeling. This is not a complete design solution. You need a complete solution that is going to see your ideas all the way to manufacturing. A solution that includes powerful and flexible 3D modeling capabilities to design anything. Design validation tools to ensure your concepts and designs will work. And the tools you need to effectively communicate with manufacturing teams. Autodesk Inventor is a complete solution that is going to see your ideas all the way through manufacturing until it gets shipped to your customer, with powerful 3D modeling, design validation, documentation, and AutoCAD integration. Automated. Automation is key to saving time for more innovation. It is used in several areas, which is the following four: rapid configurations of your design for customization and design reuse, specialized design tools for sheet metal, frame design, mold tools, and more, access to a massive library of commonly used components, and system settings that adapt to the size and complexity of your design as you work. Being connected. Inventor is connected. We know that the success of any given project spans beyond 3D modeling. It's also about the effective collaboration inside and outside the four walls of your organization. Managing your intellectual property is a way that satisfies your company's requirements, and working associatively with the CAD systems is going to save time and reduce errors, because all we know, engineering changes are inevitable. Complete design solutions. Let's take a deeper dive into what makes Inventor a complete design solution. The first one is part modeling. Autodesk Inventor enables you as a designer or engineer to focus on your design. Spend more time innovating and less time looking for the tools you need to accomplish your engineering tasks. There are flexible modeling tools to suit your needs. When we speak about flexible modeling in Inventor, there are three methods. Each of them is distinct, but they all work together to effectively enable you to design anything. So you get parametric, direct, and freeform. The parametric modeling, starting with the parametric modeling, build intelligence into your design and apply the proper design intent. So when changes happen, your design will behave exactly as expected, Later, we will also discuss the downstream applications for parametrics in design automation for rapidly reconfiguring your parts and your assemblies. So you can create parametrics and equations as you sketch in Canvas, feature options, and built-in design standards. Next is your direct modeling. This is a really, really nice tool to have or to know how to use it in Inventor because it saves you a lot of time. When working with imported geometry with no design history, or if you just need to make a few small changes to complex parts with a high percentage of feature dependencies, the direct modeling mode inside Autodesk Inventor provides the right set of tools, making edits fast. So in the ribbon in Inventor, there's a command called direct. As you click on the direct command and you click on the area that you want to edit, you can drag or extrude that area to modify it, and that's a very quick way. So you can change imported geometry, quickly modify complex models, and rapidly explore design alternatives. And then the third one is freeform modeling. When working with products that have complex organic shapes, the traditional approach of using splines, sketches, and surfaces usually results in you spending as much time and effort focusing on how to model as you do on what you're modeling. The concept stage of the design process should be fluid, and the limits of your design tools should never force you to make compromises to the shape and quality of your product. Freeform modeling enables you to create visually compelling and complex organic shapes with less work and less time than traditional 3D modeling tools. Now for assembly modeling. When you have to do something for construction, let's say the structure in this image, before you start doing the structure, physically building this, you have to have an assembly to see if there's any clashes anywhere with steel or grids or anything. So Autodesk Inventor ensures the fit, form, and function of your assemblies before anything gets put together. Quickly place your components, simulate the motion, and identify any interferences of collisions virtually. So before you start construction, make sure that there's no interferences in your assembly. Performance. We know that performance is essential to getting your projects completed and sent for manufacturing on time. This is a continual focus on every release for parts, assemblies, and drawings. Our goal is to minimize processing time and automate your settings based on the size model you are working on. So you spend less time looking for options and more time designing. So you reduce load times, better use of computer resources, faster graphics, and with this you can find in parts, assemblies, and in your drawings. Now the content center. On the image on the bottom right, that is an image or a snapshot of a content center. At the moment, we have bolts, all the different types of bolts and different sizes with the different standards as well. Now, there are over 750,000 types of components in the content center. The Autodesk Inventor Content Center enables you to generate over 750,000 standard components, from fasteners to sharp components and from rooted systems to structural steel. The libraries cover 18 international standards, including ISO, which stands for International Organization for Standardization, ANSI, which is American National Standards Institute, and then DIN. DIN is a German Institute for Standardization. In addition to the standard components include, you can also publish your own parts and manage them. Content centers support Inventor's design accelerators, a collection of rule-based design tools that allow you to quickly generate components around the functional requirements. Add fasteners or design a frame, power transmission, or spring system directly from content center components. No need to model any standard part yourself. Everything was already there, already modeled. You just click on it, you insert it, and it's done. Simulation. There are many ways to test your designs before creating any physical prototypes. Autodesk Inventor includes finite element analysis, FEA, at the part and assembly level. Gain valuable motion results in your assemblies with kinetic and dynamics studies. Specify ranges for the dimensions in your designs and choose the size that performs the best or reduces material costs. So you ensure your designs will perform as expected before building the physical model. Linear static, frequency, dynamic assembly motion, and parametric design optimization. Model validation. All the tools you need are available in Inventor to create your product design. But how do you know you have proper draft for the part to extract from the model or from the mold? How can you ensure surface continuity between faces or surfaces? All the analysis tools you need are available to visualize areas of concern in your design. Find out if your design is ready at any time as you work on the model. So you can see there in the image they did a model validation. Any red areas over there that you can see is where it might break, or there's a little bit less, where there's more tension on that part. Right, so this will help you as you design. When you know you manufactured this part, this is where there's more stress and this is where there's less stress. So you can see there's a draft analysis, a surface analysis, and a zebra stripes. Now, 2D drawings. You made a great design. Don't let the documentation slow you down. Autodesk Inventor helps you to quickly get the information you need to manufacture. You will find a complete set of tools for clear communication to the shop floor. Include the model-based definition from the model. And Inventor uses the DWG format for seamless interoperability with AutoCAD. You can quickly create clear, accurate, detailed drawings for manufacturing. Complete set of tools for view creation and annotations. Include model-based definitions from your 3D models. Automatic bill of materials and trusted DWG formats. Model-based definition. There is a growing demand for engineering organizations to get design data to manufacturing more efficiently. Inventor provides model-based definitions for including all the necessary fabrication instructions directly to the 3D model. This reduces the need for a traditional 2D drawing used by CNC programs for tolerances and surface finish on the design. Presentations. Now, this is not a PowerPoint presentation, what I'm talking about. This is an Inventor presentation. Are you creating manuals or technical publications for your products? Inventor has all the tools you need to create visually compelling content without having to invest in a separate software solution. It's already built into Inventor. You just need to know how to use it or what it's for. Create technical documentation with the Inventor presentation environment. Leverage the timeline for animations. Create assembly instructions and export video as well as printable media. Now, the reason for this is if you have an assembly like we see there on the top image, you create a presentation file where you show the manufacturing people how to assemble this part. If you have example for bolts, you will show the washer comes in first and then the bolt and then the nut at the back. This is the presentation to show the people that's going to make this assembly part how it should be put together. Automated. Let's take a deeper dive into the automation tools available in Inventor. The first one is sheet metal. The sheet metal environment inside of Autodesk Inventor enables you to build components with the material and fabrication process in mind. Your designs are controlled by industry standards for bend allowances, corner reliefs, and more to ensure the flattened model accurately represents the finished product. Flat patterns are generated with a simple click, and you can export those in multiple formats for downstream use. So if you have a sheet metal, let's say this image that you see there in front of you, You click one, there's one button that you click on the ribbon in Inventor to make a flat pattern. So you can show this is where it should be bent, this is what the flat pattern will look like, this is what it should look like when you cut the sheet and then bend it to get this outcome that you see in front of you. Now, sheet metal tools inside of Autodesk Inventor enable you to quickly create sheet metal parts that are designed to specific fabrication standards, helping to make sure parts not only fit but perform as expected as well. Frame design. This is a very, very nice tool to have and know how to use it. It saves you a lot of time, so you can quickly design and test structural frames. Complete library of cross-section profiles, corner treatment and notching like miter, specialized analysis tools for weld frame designs, and file naming part numbering scheme. The nature of structural frame design with standard frame profiles and corner treatments makes it a relatively simple yet tedious modeling task. That's ripe for automation. Autodesk Inventor makes frame design simple with tools specifically created to make inserting frame members, applying in treatments, and analyzing the performance of frame fast. Now, how this works, you will draw a frame with the line command. Then there is a frame generator where you select what type of steel, what type of frame you would want. And then as you click on the line that you drew, it inserts, let's say, angle iron on that line. And so you don't have to go create or extrude anything. You draw one line, go on the frame generator, and it creates it for you. Tube and pipe. Automated tools and design functions to build tube and pipe runs, complete component library, industry standards, easy placement of fittings and output run data. Autodesk Inventor Tube and Pipe is included in the assembly environment. It adds design tools for routing, rigid pipes, bend tubes, and flexible hoses to mechanical assemblies or product designs. Wire and harness. Quickly produce wire and harness paths for your assemblies. Automatic routing capabilities save the time it takes to draw spline data. In the image that you see there, all of that you see there was designed in Inventor. Everything that you see that you can do in Inventor, everything is included. If you buy Inventor, everything will be there for you to be able to design exactly what you see there. You verify minimum bend radii on wires, automatically generate nail bore drawings from the 3D model. Plastic part design. Design and analyze plastic parts with post-built tools in Inventor. Use a multi-body approach in order to maintain associativity between each component in your design, without the need to create complex top-down relationships between parts in an assembly environment. And as we spoke in previous slides, ensure your product can be made using built-in analysis tools. Then tooling design. This is molds. Quickly generate accurate mold designs. Entire DME library, core and cavity workflows, industry standard parts, runners and channels, mold simulation tools, and mold layout tools. Now, mold design provides integrated mold functionality to Autodesk Inventor. Using intelligent tools and catalogs, you can quickly model and test accurate mold designs. So you'll see they created a mold in this image and they did a simulation to see where there's more stress, where there's less stress. Then we get the shape generator. Topology optimization in Autodesk Inventor takes the guesswork out of finding the best design possible. Model the basic shape. Tell it how it is held down and where the loads are. Specify the material and let the software show you the critical areas of your design for optimal stiffness. Lightweight your designs, improve performance, and save on material costs. So this will save you money by using this as well. And then logic. Rules-based design is one of the most powerful and effective ways to save on time. Define the rules to quickly reconfigure your designs to meet the demands from your customers for the customization of your products. This can, of course, also be used to reuse existing parts and assemblies for future projects. Reduce time-consuming repetitive tasks. Win more business from your customers because you can get the design to manufacturing and out of the door much faster. You produce accurate quotes that are driven by the rules you have established in iLogic. As I go through these slides and you don't know how to use anything, not one of these stuff that I've just named, my email address will be at the end of this webinar where you can send me an email where you can come for training, because in Inventor Advanced, we do cover all of these topics in the advanced training course. The design accelerators. Generate components from your assemblies using built-in forms like shafts, spur gears, bearings, cams, roller chains, and much more. Use the design accelerator in Inventor to quickly generate components for your assemblies using built-in forms. Use engineering calculators to design, check, and verify common engineering problems. So you can see that it's for weld, bearings, beam and column, tolerance, press fit, and also more. Now, connected. Let's take a look at some of the ways Inventor helps to connect processes and create a collaborative environment for teams and with your customers. AnyCAD. Having trouble translating files from other CAD systems? Are you asking for multiple file types to find out which one translates the best? Do you ever get frustrated when there is a change to the imported file and you don't know where the change happened? What if I told you you don't have to do that anymore? Autodesk Inventor makes the file translation a thing of the past when importing models from other CAD systems. Simply open the file and maintain an associative link. If any changes are made to the model, simply it updates in Inventor. So there's no translation, continual version updates, and maintain an associative connection to non-native CAD models. AutoCAD Interoperability. We know there are still a lot of valuable 2D drawings out there, and we are still taking advantage of them. Inventor provides great workflows to either leverage your 2D drawings into 3D models, or help your electrical and mechanical designers work together instead of in silos. Reuse your library of existing 2D designs. Edit manufacturing drawings in AutoCAD or Inventor, and connect electrical and mechanical systems. Now for BIM content. Are you delivering BIM objects or custom projects to architects? You have a great design, but how are you going to get it to the architect the way they want it? Because they don't want a highly detailed assembly. It could take hours to manually simplify the assemblies you see on this slide. But with Inventor, the simplified tools can get it done in just a few minutes. Then take the simplified model and author it and send it to the architect in the file format they prefer, whether they are looking for a Revit family or a standard IFC format. PCB Interoperability. PCB stands for Printed Circuit Board. Now, the IDF translator in Autodesk Inventor enables the transfer of the data between PCB layout and mechanical design. Better collaboration with the PCB designer and a standard component for new designs. Shared views. How are you communicating with your design teams internally or with your customers. Shared views enables you to easily collect work in progress feedback from anyone, anywhere, on any device. Use the view orientation tools to review the design, explode assemblies, measure, section, and redline them. Data management. How are you managing your design and engineering data? Are you storing your files in a folder structure? Have you ever asked yourself how much time you and others on your team spend just searching for files? It may be more than you think. Whether you are a single user of CAD or if you are a part of a team, data management software is going to enable you to work together as a team from a secure and central location. Look for your data file of our properties and know that the file you are working on is the latest version. Save time by copying existing projects for new designs and track your revision history. Best of all, it is included with your subscription to Inventor. The name for this data management is called Autodesk Vault. Vault connects to a server and you do everything on Vault, checking revisions, seeing what version you are working on, seeing who that person is who checked out a file, busy working on that file and checking it back. Now, Autodesk Drive. Organize, preview, and share any type of design data. It supports over 60 file types, including third-party files for viewing. Autodesk Drive provides 25 gigabytes of storage, and it can be securely accessed from the cloud on your desktop and desktop applications. The files are only downloaded when you need them, preserving your local storage. Organize, preview, and share any type of design data. And then we go further. You have seen the tools that make Inventor a complete design solution that is automated and connected. Now let's discuss about how you can go further with Inventor. Your PDM collection, product design and manufacturing. Does your product require advanced simulation? How are you currently preparing your designs for manufacturing? Are you looking for ways to improve production? Or have you ever wanted to explore new ways to lightweight your designs or improve product performance without compromising shrink? Autodesk has made available the product design and manufacturing collection for these reasons. And so let's take a look. Design, simulate, and make anything with 3D products design and manufacturing software. The collection integrates professional grade CAD, CAM, and CAE technology. Get all the tools that work inside Inventor, including AutoCAD. So you can see part of this PDM collection. We have Inventor Professional, Inventor Nastran, Inventor CAM, Inventor Tolerance Analysis. You have AutoCAD, Inventor Nesting, Factory Design Utilities, Vault Basic, Fusion 360, Navisworks Manage, Recap Pro, and then 3ds Max. All of those programs you find in this one collection, which is called your Product Design and Manufacturing Collection. Now, with advanced simulation, most 3D CAD software nowadays has some entry-level FEA studies that you can use to solve for stress and deflection. But are you getting all the information you need about your design? Are those results telling the entire story? Autodesk Inventor Nastran offers advanced simulation studies that are set up, solved, and observed results without leaving familiar Inventor interface. Non-linear thermal, fatigue, and dynamic studies that offer a complete understanding of your product performance with accurate results. The technology is powered by the widely accepted industry standards, Autodesk Nastran Solver. So high-end simulation for engineers and analysts that is integrated in Inventor, which is non-linear, fatigue, thermal, vibration, and dynamics. Tolerance analysis. There's a sense of accomplishment when your assemblies fit perfectly, but at what cost? Manufacturing tolerances have a significant impact on cost and quality. Are you spending too much time and money on an unnecessary high quality finish? Or is the tolerance stacked up preventing your assemblies from fitting together? Autodesk Inventor tolerance analysis is designed to help Inventor users make informed decisions while specifying manufacturing tolerances. It is a CAD embedded 1D tolerance analysis software that helps understand the impact of mechanical fit and performance based on cumulative dimensional variation. CAM. Autodesk Inventor CAM provides a seamless workflow from design to manufacturing because it is integrated into Inventor and enables users to turn their ideas into machined parts using the familiar interface. It includes functionality for 2.5 to 5-axis machining, as well as lathe and mold turn applications. Advanced toolpaths like adaptive clearing enable shorter mold times while simultaneously extending tool life. Nesting. Autodesk Inventor Nesting is CAD embedded nesting software that helps optimize yield from raw material. Inventor nesting works right inside Inventor, so nesting studies can be created and then updated to reflect any changes to the design. Easily compare nesting studies to optimize efficiency and reduce costs, and use Inventor CAM for cutting path generation. Again, all in one familiar interface. Digital factory. Plan and validate factory layout for efficient equipment placement to improve production performance with planning tools, layout design, equipment library, validation tools, installation, and commissioning. Coming up with a great product design is just the beginning. Now it's time to make it in the most efficient way possible. Improve design efficiency during processes, production, and site planning, and identify opportunities to get your product out the door as fast and affordable as possible. Generative Design. Autodesk Generative Design. What exactly is it? This technology will help you to explore new design ideas that you would never have thought of. Using the power of the cloud, multiple solutions can be produced simultaneously based on your input on load requirements, costs, and weight. I've done a generative design webinar a few months back. If you go look on our YouTube channel, you can find the generative design webinar there, and there's a lot more information on that webinar. For example, Autodesk Generative Design technology helped General Motors design a seat bracket that is 40% lighter and 20% stronger than the original part. So it is 40% lighter than the original part, but also 20% stronger. It also consolidated 8 parts into 1 part. Imagine what's possible when this kind of technology is applied to the whole vehicle and whole supply chain. So the very first image that you see there, that is the seatbelt bracket. With generative design, they created the image on the right-hand side, including all of those parts on the left, which is 8 different parts, into 1 part that you see there on the right. And it's 20% stronger and 40% lighter. The product design and manufacturing collection integrates professional-grade CAD, CAM, and CAE technology to help you create everything you need to succeed in the future of making. It's one subscription that is proposed built to help you to make great products using the latest 3D product design and manufacturing software. Connect further. Earlier, we spoke about ways to manage your design and engineering data. We know that as your company grows, it is important to have a solution that is scalable. It becomes important to collaborate with stakeholders beyond the four walls of your building. Control the versions of your model history. Set up file numbering schemes for the time savings and consistency among your design team. Extended capabilities for bill of materials and items management. Replicate your data among multiple sites. And integrate your ERP and lifecycle management system. Those are just some of the many benefits of connecting further with Vault Professional. So you can scale your data management solution as your company grows. Collaborate beyond the firewall, version control, file numbering, bill of material management, multi-site scalability, and enterprise system integration. CAN lines engineering designs conveyor lines that tie the overall packaging line together. The automation tools in Autodesk Inventor have helped them to speed up their processes so they can get their products to their customers in less time. This was for CAN lines engineering. FS Elliott. FS Elliott uses the power of iLogic technology to automate the 3D modeling process for several of their most complex products. And this is what they said. iLogic is key to our continued success as being the premier global provider of centrifugal compressor solutions. We utilize iLogic to drive complex model automation, increasing our efficiency and accuracy, thus helping us achieve our goal of being the premier global provider of centrifugal compressor solutions. Feige Filling leverages Autodesk Inventor software and other integrated tools in the product design and manufacturing collection to create equipment for their customers and then optimize the factory layout before any equipment is installed. So before anything is installed or made, they look at the application, the software, and sees what it's going to look like before even manufacturing anything. That saves them a lot of time and a lot of money. Now, why Autodesk Inventor? As you have seen in today's presentation, Inventor is a complete design solution that is going to see your design from concept to manufacturing. The tools and technology enable you to model anything and ensure it will work as you design. You have seen automation tools for specialized areas such as sheet metal, mold design, tube and pipe, and many others. And finally, Inventor has the technology to connect engineering teams inside and outside your organization for collaboration and working associatively with data, no matter what CAD software it is created in. So, professional grade product design and engineering solution that enable you to make anything which is complete, automated, and it's connected. Please go follow us on our Baker Baines site online, LinkedIn with the appropriate link, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. I will leave this page for a little bit longer so that you can write down the links if you need them. And then thank you very much for joining this webinar. There is my email address, tian@bakerbains.com. It's TIAAN. If you do have any questions or you want to come for training or there's something that you didn't understand, please send me an email so that I can help you or answer your question. Also, this webinar will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. So I'll go back to this slide quickly so that you can see our YouTube, Baker Bains Pty Ltd. If you want to go look at this webinar again, or you missed something, or you want to recap on something that I mentioned, please go to the YouTube channel and look at it there as well. Thank you very much and have a good day further.